Hey J-Rock fans, Court here with Project Licks and another music review. Forgive me if I'm a little extra weird today. There's no heat in my apartment. It's cold as F and I've had about 15 of these little things to keep me warm, so I'm a little hyped up. Might be talking a little bit fast. Sorry. This time I want to talk about a band called VRZEL. This band has been around for a little while. They are actually celebrating their third anniversary this year, coming up in April. This is my first experience with VRZEL. I really haven't I don't know a whole lot about this band. I haven't listened to a whole lot of their stuff. All I really knew about them is that their frontman is super cute. So I had to check out their latest mini album, Muzzle. This came out on December 16th. It's a 5-track mini album. This is the limited edition. It came with the DVD with the PV and the making of. And there he is right there. He's so cute. Okay, so we'll just jump right into the music. The first track on here is called Noble Fool, and it is an SE. If you've watched any of my reviews before, you kind of know my feelings on those SE tracks. I think they're kind of filler tracks and kind of a waste of time, really. So I'm just going to skip right over that one and head to the second track called Ugliness. This one has some really nice, heavy guitar riffs on it. Mixed in with the electronic sound that's pretty typical Visual K fare. It's a nice heavy song, nothing super exciting to be really honest with you. It's all very, all kind of sounds like something I've heard before. You do, however, get a taste of their musical ability. There's definitely some skilled guitarists and some skilled drum work going on in this band. I just really wish they would push it a little bit further. I wish they would just kind of like break out of that mold a little bit. I think they could do some really interesting things if they kind of push the envelope a little bit more. The third track on this album is Jingle Bed. This is the album single. You can see a preview of the PV up on their YouTube channel. This song is super catchy. This is really the highlight of this mini album. It has this really great, almost swingy backbeat to it. Some really nice drum work happening in this, and the vocals on it are just really, really nice. I really enjoy the deep, smooth vocal line happening in this song. It reminds me a lot, actually, of an old Screw song, Gather Roses. It reminds me a lot of that song. Next track is Delusion, and this one is probably the heavier track on the album. Starts off with a pretty heavy electronic beat that is gradually joined by the rest of the band with the drums and the guitar line. This one has a really nice growled vocal bridge that really kind of sets this song apart from the rest of the songs on the mini album. I really wanted to see them push it a little further though. This is a good song, it has a lot of potential, but it just didn't quite pop the way I wanted it to. So they could have really just given it a little bit of extra oomph and made it a really great rock song. Track 5 is sort of the same way. It's Dear Tears. This is a little bit more of a mellow song. The highlight on this one is the drum line. And there's a really nice, unique drum cadence that goes through the entire song that really lifts up the track, and it really makes, is the most interesting thing about this particular track. I just really wanted, once again, I just really wanted it to kind of push those boundaries a little bit more. I would have liked to see a nice melodic guitar solo thrown in there to counter that drum cadence, and it just didn't happen. So, final verdict on this one. Honestly, I'm kind of on the fence with this one. I've got a kind of a take it or leave it sort of attitude with this particular release. It's not bad. It's definitely got a lot of potential and it's worth listening to. I definitely wouldn't skip it in my normal rotation if it came up, but there's nothing that really makes it stand out from the crowd for me. I mean, it's pretty typical Visual K fare. There's nothing super unique about it that gets me really excited. Like I said, the one track on here that really got me going was Jingle Bed, and the rest of it was kind of, not super exciting. So, that being said, in the process of all of this, it kind of made me think, you know, because I still think that little frontman is such a dish. You know, with the genre of visual kei, specifically, you know, the look is a very big deal, and so I'm just kind of curious how you guys feel about, you know, how many bands you've picked up their album or listened to their music based on the way they look. Like I said, when I first came into this band, that was the only thing I knew about them, is that I thought this guy was really cute, so I picked up the album. So I'm just curious, how many of you guys have done the same thing? Have you gotten an album based on the way that the band looks, something about the way they look that you really liked, and how did that work out for you? Were you disappointed? Did you find something really great that now you're just in love with? I want to know. So let me know in the comments down below. I will also have all the pertinent links down there, such as where to purchase Muzzle, and links to their OHP and their YouTube channel, so you can check out some more of their music. Make sure to check out the blog at projectlicks.ca. We have a ton of cool stuff planned for you guys for 2016. We're really going to ramp it up this year. I have a ton of new music to review for you guys, so make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of those. And we will catch you next time. Peace.